Golden State Warriors defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 120-112 on Friday night, improving to 39-36 on the season. Jordan Poole led the charge for the Warriors with a mega bounce-back performance as he finished the game with a team-high 33 points. He scored 19 of those 33 points in the fourth quarter, including a game-clinching corner three to give the Warriors a 5-point lead with less than 1:20 left in regulation. Klay Thompson finished this game 6 for 13 from 3 with 21 points. And while he struggled from three-point range, Stephen Curry was still able to rack up 29 points, 8 rebounds, while shooting 8 for 11 from two-point range. And the Warriors made key defensive plays when they needed to, especially this one in a 2-point game in the final 2 minutes, getting a key stop on the 76ers. The Warriors are currently 13-1 in their last 14 home games, and the Warriors have won their last 2 road games, a place where they couldn't buy a win. Solid signs that this team is turning the corner. How's it going, everyone? It's Luca here, back with another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors and why they're scary again. If you guys can do me a solid favor, hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Warriors and NBA content. And real quick, I just want to say thank you for helping me hit 30K subs on this channel. I would not have been able to do that without all of your support. So I just want to say special thanks to each and every one of you who tune into this channel. We are now officially on the road to 40K, so let's keep it rolling. All right, so when you look at the Warriors, 74 games into the season, and the Warriors finally achieved the feat that had just been a backbreaker for them all year long, and that is they won consecutive road games. Yes, the Golden State Warriors beat the Houston Rockets, and then they beat the Dallas Mavericks 127-125 on Wednesday, as they are now 9-29 away from the Bay. It's been a very rocky Warriors season, but yet this team still finds itself in a great position to make a run and potentially win the West. The Dubs are just a half a game back of the Clippers and Suns for the 5th and 4th seeds in the Western Conference. Draymond Green recently said that the team wants to secure at least the number 6 seed to avoid the play-in tournament, and obviously so. This is what he said. Nobody wants to be in the play-in. That play-in is dangerous. We'd much rather avoid that, close quote. And remember, the Warriors were actually eliminated in the 2021 play-in tournament despite earning the 8th seed in the regular season. So it's clear that the team doesn't want to have to go through that again, and it's best for them if they just finish in the top 6 and don't have to worry about winning games in order to get into the actual playoffs. So Golden State entered Saturday in the 6th spot after getting a big win against the Sixers, and they've now won 3 straight games. They are now 1.5 games up over the cluster of squads currently battling for the remaining playoff spots. When you look at the West as of now, only 1.5 games separate 6 teams between 7th and 12th in the Western Conference. So you better believe we can still see a lot more shuffling go down over this final stretch of the regular season. The Warriors know that they just need to make it to the playoffs at this point to have a legitimate chance at another title. They won it all from the 3rd seed last year, and they have a similar roster led by Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Jordan Poole. And I gotta tell you guys, when Jordan Poole plays how he played against the Sixers, that is a dangerous Jordan Poole. That is the Jordan Poole the Warriors need in a playoff series. And if that happens, the Warriors are going to be tough to beat. When you look at the Warriors, it will be their playoff experience that they will lean on in a 7-game series against squads that have not proven a whole ton in the postseason. Now, one key to look out for is Andrew Wiggins, and if he can return at all this season. Andrew Wiggins hasn't played since February 13th due to personal reasons, and Wiggins was a big part of last year's finals run, and his importance to this team is undeniable. The Warriors have been incredible with Andrew Wiggins in the starting lineup. Of all 5-man units that have played at least 300 minutes this season, the Warriors group of Curry, Thompson, Green, Wiggins, and Looney is still by far the best in the league with a 21.9 net rating. So that is what Wiggins means to this Warriors team. And I do wish Andrew Wiggins all the best with whatever he's going through. And I'm hoping he can get back onto the court very soon. And Dubs fans would agree with that. Now, the good news is Gary Payton II could return in the Warriors' next game against the Timberwolves. However, still as long as the Warriors have their big three healthy, they can't be written off in any series in the West. Green, Curry, and Thompson have never lost a playoff series where every player plays every playoff game in that series. That's big. Now, for the Warriors to, in fact, go on a run, they need to turn their road woes around in a big way come playoff time. And history tells us that you need to be able to win on the road if you want to have a deep playoff run. Going back to 2013, the Warriors have won at least one road game in all 27 playoff series in which they've had Curry, Thompson, and Green on the roster. They've won multiple road games in 12 of those 27 series and have swept their road games in 7 of the 27. Over those 9 years, they're 40-29 in playoff road games. So that's how important road games and winning on the road is for any team that wants to win a championship. And luckily for the Warriors, for as bad as they've been on the road this season, in the regular season, they can quickly turn that around when it matters come playoff time. The last team to win a playoff series after winning less than 30% of the road games was ironically the 2006-07 8th seeded Warriors. So it would be something if the Warriors are able to do that again in 2022-2023. No matter what the stats say, though, or what history has told us, this year in the West seems very wide open, setting the stage for strange things to happen. The Warriors' goal over these next 7 games will be to secure a top 6 spot. It's as simple as that. If the Dubs guarantee their ticket into the dance, they become a team you don't want to see in the first round if you're a top seed, no matter how bad their road record has been to this point. The Warriors' final 7 games are at home versus the Timberwolves, at home versus the Pelicans, at home versus the Spurs. Those should all be winnable games. Then they got the Nuggets on the road, which will be a huge measuring stick game for this Dubs team right before playoff time. They got the Thunder at home. They got another big matchup on the road against the Kings. And then the Blazers on the road to end their season. So if you followed along with all that, that's 4 home games left and 3 road games remaining. An opportunity for the Dubs to get on a little bit of a heater. We'll see how things play out, but the Warriors seem to be getting it together at the right time. And that's a scary thing for the rest of the conference. What do you make of the Warriors' recent stretch of games? And where do you see the Warriors finishing in the West? And lastly, are you concerned about the Warriors' play on the road, so much so that you think it will hinder this team come playoff time? I personally think the playoffs are a completely different beast, and I wouldn't be concerned over the fact that the Warriors haven't looked good on the road, and I don't think that will translate to them not being good on the road in the playoffs. The goal is simple. If the Warriors get in, look out. And that is what this team will be going off of in these final 7 games. They want to get into the top 6. They want to make sure they have a first-round playoff matchup secure, and then they can worry about everything else. So I wouldn't put too much stock into the Warriors' road woes and all that. I think this is a team that can flip the switch when they need to, and we've seen that many, many times over the last couple of years. That is it for today's video, guys. As always, thank you so much for your continued support. Hit a like on the video. It does help it a ton, and please subscribe to the channel for more Warriors and NBA content. This is Luka signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.